Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brendan Gillen. Bonjour, messieurs, dames, je m'appelle Brendan Gillen. Je vous souhaite, au nom de l'Université McGill, la bienvenue à la collation des grades de la Faculté des sciences de l'agriculture et de l'environnement. Let me welcome you on behalf of McGill University to the 2018 Convocation of the Faculty of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. The ceremony will begin shortly, just before we start, I'll be going over a few of the details of the ceremony. Je vous soulignerai plusieurs moments importants dans le déroulement de la cérémonie. Mais en premier, je veux vous demander, I'd like to ask you to join me to give a very warm round of applause for the Brian Sand Quintet. La cérémonie commencera avec l'entrée du cortège d'honneur et terminera avec sa sortie. Au moment de son entrée, je vais vous demander de vous lever. The ceremony will begin with the entrance of the platform party and will end with its departure. At the moment that it enters, I'll ask you all to stand. Une fois le cortège est installé sur la tribune, la Dr. Tracy Smith-Bissett chantera l'hymne de l'université. Once the members of the platform party are in their places, Dr. Tracy Smith-Bissett will sing the university hymn. Le chancelier Michael Meehan, aussi bien que la principale Suzanne Fortier, vous adresseront chacun un bref discours, suivi par l'allocution de Jatindra Dubey, qui aura tout juste reçu un doctorat honoris causa. So the Chancellor and the Principal will say a few words each. This will be followed by the Convocation address by Jatindra Dubey, who will have just received his honorary doctorate. Après la remise des diplômes, Cesare Morier fera le discours d'adieu. So right after the diplomas have been conferred, Cesare Morier will give the valedictorian address. Ensuite, la secrétaire générale, Edita Rogowska, prononcera quelques mots de clôture et la docteure Tracy Smith-Bissett chantera l'hymne national. So immediately thereafter, the Secretary General, Edita Rogowska, will say a few closing words, and Dr. Tracy Smith-Bissett will sing the national anthem. Le cortège d'honneur partira en premier, suivi par les diplômés, en passant de l'avant vers l'arrière. The platform party will leave first, followed by the diploma recipients who will leave, starting with the first row and working towards the back. J'invite le doyen des étudiants, Chris Buttle, à vous informer des mesures de sécurité mises en place dans l'éventualité très peu probable d'une urgence. I now invite the Dean of Students, Chris Buttle, to apprise you of the security measures put in place in the very unlikely event of an emergency. Thank you.
Good afternoon, my friends of McDonald Campus. Yeah, thank you. Let's try that again. Good afternoon. Yeah, we expect a little excitement this afternoon. Don't forget to clap for all the graduating students. Welcome, everyone, and congratulations to the students who are going to be walking the stage today, and to all the family and friends that are here. I have the most exciting job today, and that's to tell you about the emergency evacuation procedures. We like to say safety first, right? Bienvenue à McGill à la cérémonie de collation de grade de cette année. La université a mis un plan pour faire face à une probable situation d'urgence. Je souhaite maintenant vous parler d'un plan d'évacuation. If an evacuation is required, the registrar will announce this to you. You will be required to leave the building. There are doors to leave by. They're that way and the way that you walked in. Depending on the circumstances, you will either head to John Abbott College or Watson Field. In case of an evacuation, leave all baby strollers behind, but please don't forget the babies. And do not follow graduating students. They may be evacuated to a different location, and please follow instructions of security officers and ushers. And if you need help, you may ask for help from security officers and ushers. Si une évacuation de lieu devenait nécessaire, le registrar en ferait l'annonce. Vous devrez alors quitter le pavillon sans tarder. Selon les circonstances, vous devrez vous rendre au Cégep John Abbott ou sur le terrain Watson. Laissez toutes les poussettes sur place. Ne suivez pas les diplômés qui vous accompagnent, car tous les diplômés pourront être évacués à un autre emplacement. Suivez les instructions des agents de sécurité et de placiers. Once the emergency is over, announcements will be made, and you can check the website for information. Une fois la situation d'urgence passée, des annonces seront faites pour vous indiquer la suite. Je vous remercie de votre attention. Passez une journée formidable et félicitations au diplôme. Thank you for your attention. Have a wonderful day and congratulations to all of our students.
Please place your cell phones on vibration mode. S'il vous plaît, mettez les cellulaires en mode de vibration. Levez-vous, s'il vous plaît. Everyone rise.
Please be seated. Veuillez vous asseoir. Thank you, Dr. Smith-Bissett. Good afternoon, graduating students, families, and friends. As Chancellor and on behalf of McGill University, I welcome you today to our beautiful MacDonald campus to celebrate the class of 2018 and the students graduating from the Faculty of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. Bon après-midi à tous les diplômés, proches et amis. À titre de chancelier et au nom de l'Université McGill, je vous souhaite la bienvenue sur notre magnifique campus McDonald afin de célébrer la cérémonie de collation des grades 2018 et de souligner les réalisations des diplômés de la Faculté de l'Agriculture et de l'Environnement. Let me begin by offering my sincere congratulations to each and every one of you. Chers diplômés, permettez-moi de tout d'abord vous féliciter de votre succès. En cette journée mémorable, c'est un immense honneur pour moi d'être ici, de vivre avec vous cette étape importante de votre vie. I have a keen appreciation of the importance of this day and the memories that you will keep of this moment throughout your life. Once upon a time, when dinosaurs ruled the land, I too was sitting in a graduating class at McGill, and I'd taken much the same journey as most of you. Although in my case, I remember calling my friends on a rotary dial phone, writing essays on a typewriter, and taking my graduation photos with a film camera. And some considerable time later, I returned on 2 occasions as the parent of McGill graduates, and like all parents today, I was beaming with pride. Et maintenant, à titre de chancelier, j'ai le privilège d'assister aux cérémonies de collation de grade chaque année. Nous pouvons donc affirmer sans crainte de nous tromper que ces cérémonies n'ont plus de secret pour moi. But whether as a graduate or a parent or a chancellor, the occasion remains to me a richly deserved celebration of hard work, commitment, and sacrifice. So bravo and well done to each and every one of you. Now, one of the traditions of Convocation is for older people, like me, to offer advice to younger people, like you. And don't get me wrong, like most older people, I love giving advice. But I thought this year I'd turn the tradition around and do something different. I think the term is called disruptive. The fact is, I think the class of 2018 has a lot of good advice for me and for others of my vintage. So I'd like to take this occasion to tell you about some of the things I've learned from you over the past years. I've learned that if you have a good idea, you can act on it very quickly. It could be starting a new business venture, or helping your community, or rallying people around a worthy cause. And there are many, many examples in this audience of graduates who've taken such action, used social media, crowdfunding, and other tools to make good things happen. I've also learned that traditional fields of study or expertise, or even experience, don't pigeonhole our students, or indeed restrict their initiatives. On the contrary, our graduates are probably the most connected class in the history of McGill. You routinely reach out across disciplines, fields of study, campuses, the community, and even time zones to meet, collaborate, and work with others. I've learned that no person or community in need is off limits to the compassion of our graduates. You dedicate your time and volunteer your efforts to myriad causes, devastated communities, environmental challenges, wrongly convicted Canadians, student caregivers, mental health, the plight of the homeless, patients in local hospitals, and many, many more. These are great qualities, and I could easily stop there, say thank you, and sit down. And maybe some of you are wishing I would do just that. But as Chancellor, I'm contractually obliged to add my 2 cents worth. So these qualities, I would add a few very traditional and non-disruptive suggestions for your consideration. You may find that even at the speed of the internet, you can run into roadblocks or hurdles, often in the form of rules or processes. Those hurdles slow things down, and it can be really frustrating. And sometimes being patient can seem like a colossal waste of time. But be patient anyway. Being patient doesn't mean being complacent. It just means taking a longer route to your final destination. And sometimes the desire to achieve a goal or make your voice known can run into opposition or contrary points of view. And when you have a strong viewpoint, Compromise may be the last thing you want, but compromise anyway. Because sometimes when you don't get exactly what you want, you get exactly what is required. Compromise sure isn't perfect, but it works. And sometimes the age of social media can render you absolutely furious at people who shout you down or reduce debate to insults. That can make you so angry that you can't imagine showing the least bit of kindness to these enemies. But be kind anyway. A world based on escalating anger and intolerance isn't really much of a world. Sometimes you have to back away from harsh words and outrage in order to make a better, more compassionate society. And our world needs more, much more, thoughtful discourse, more room for diverse voices, more tolerance and understanding, and more kind words and less rancor. Il y a quelques années, alors qu'un bon nombre d'entre vous amorçaient leur parcours universitaire, les poètes canadiens Patrick Lane et Lorna Crozier recevaient un doctorat honorifique de l'Université McGill. They delivered their speech as a poem and asked the question, what can sustain you in the days ahead? Où trouverez-vous maintenant ce qui nourrira votre existence? I think much of what you've learned here over the past years can sustain you. Your knowledge, your friendships, your experience, and your connection to Mac and to McGill. So do keep finding ways to share your creativity with others. Do act on good ideas and good intentions. Do keep your hearts open to your friends and supporters here at McGill. Because wherever you go in this world, this will always be your home, and we will always cheer your successes and achievements. So stay in touch, not just today, but throughout your journey through life as a McGill graduate. I hope this day is both a joyous ending and an auspicious beginning for you all. And thanks very much for your good advice. Merci. Bonne chance. J'aimerais maintenant inviter la professeure Suzanne Fortier, principale et vice-chancelière de l'Université McGill, à s'adresser à l'auditoire. Madame Fortier.
Bienvenue aux finissants de 2018. Welcome to the graduating class of 2018. I'm joined here today by your family and your friends, by our Chancellor, the chair of our board, our governors, by our distinguished honorary degree recipient, award recipients, by special guests and esteemed colleagues. We're here together to say how proud we are of you and of everything that has gotten you here today. C'est pour nous tous un immense bonheur de vous féliciter pour vos accomplissements et pour votre persévérance. Today is a very special day. Do take time to celebrate. Take time also to look around you. You're surrounded by people who have been there for you from day one, who have supported you, who have cheered for you. So I'm going to ask the class of 2018 to please stand up and you give a big round of applause to all those people who've been there for you during your journey here at McGill. Please do give them a good round. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Let's take time also to be grateful and to celebrate the great gift that was given to each one of us, human intelligence. You know, there's a lot of talk these days about intelligence, and in particular about artificial intelligence. It seems that not a day goes by before we see or hear those two letters, AI. Now, I have to pause here for a second because I've been advised by Dean Geitman that in this community, there might be a different meaning for AI. So I just want to make clear here, we're talking about artificial intelligence. Alors, ce qui nous semblait de la science-fiction il n'y a pas très longtemps fait maintenant partie de nos vies quotidiennes. Des machines, des robots qui accomplissent des tâches que nous seuls pouvions faire dans le passé, des algorithmes qui vont puiser dans les grandes banques de données pour en tirer de la connaissance, des logiciels qui semblent être capables d'anticiper nos désirs, and in the not-so-distant future, it's quite likely that we humans will share the road with driverless cars, will be treated by autonomous robots, surgical robots, and will learn through immersive virtual reality simulations. Now, many people worry about the impact that AI will have on our lives. How will it change the way we work, the way we live, the way we connect with one another? Will it displace us? Will it make us irrelevant? Will it accentuate the disparity of opportunities and wealth across the world? And at a deeper level, how will artificial intelligence affect humanity and ethical behavior? Ce sont évidemment des questions très importantes à se poser si l'on veut bâtir un avenir bénéfique pour l'humanité. On peut tous anticiper des scénarios négatifs, mais moi j'imagine un avenir plein d'espoir et de potentiel. Et je maintiens cette perspective parce que je crois fermement aux qualités uniques de l'intelligence humaine. Throughout history, we've been awed and inspired by visionaries who were able to imagine universes and realities way beyond what we could observe. Think of Albert Einstein and the theory of relativity, or the great Canadian author Margaret Atwood and The Handmaid's Tale. Right here at McGill, think of the legendary neuropsychologist Brenda Milner, who was able to decode some of the finer intricacies of the human brain without the help of the type of high-tech instruments we have today. But for progress to be positive, it must come from a place of thoughtful reflection, environmental awareness, and of social responsibility. Using all the attributes of the complex human mind, not only logical reasoning, but also emotional intelligence, creativity, and compassion, we can take action. We can take action to help create inclusive and caring communities. And again, we can draw from examples from right here at McGill at home. Think, for example, of Charles Taylor, the great philosopher, or the head of Médecins Sans Frontières, Dr. Joanne Liu. In a few moments, we'll be welcoming an inspiring person into the McGill community. A prolific scientist of the highest order, Dr. Jitendra Dubey, has led fundamental research that has made a global impact on agriculture and health. During his more than 30 years at the United States Department of Agriculture, he has helped demystify and curb parasitic diseases that have devastated livestock and people by the millions. Dr. Dubey has put his intelligence at the service of society to nurture positive progress. And I believe that each one of you, in your own way, will use your intelligence to do the same. You're asking bold questions and using all facets of your human intelligence to answer them. You're engaging with complex issues. You're taking action, taking leadership. You're connected to your community near and far, and you're eager to make a positive impact on the world. This new revolution driven by artificial intelligence AI, will not define you. You will define it. Alors, maintenant que vous commencez un autre chapitre dans votre vie, as you start this new chapter in your life, I will repeat the words of our Chancellor. Please keep in touch. Vous faites maintenant partie d'une belle et grande famille, et les portes de McGill vous seront toujours très grandes ouvertes. Revenez nous voir le plus souvent possible. Félicitations. Congratulations.
L'Université McGill est ravie de célébrer les réalisations de M. Jitender Dubé. McGill is honored to celebrate the achievements of Dr. Jitender Dubé, and I invite Professor Anja Geitman to present our distinguished guest so that he may have conferred upon him the highest recognition that is within the power of this university to grant. And I ask Dr. Dubé to join me at center stage for the presentation of the honorary degree.
Mr. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Jitender Dubé, a global icon in research on protozoan parasites of importance both in human and animal health. Dr. Dubé is microbiologist in the United States Department of Agriculture, Agricultural Research Service Laboratories in Beltsville, Maryland, where he has worked for more than 30 years after professorial appointments at the Ohio State and Montana State Universities. And we exchange over lunch that Montana is even colder than Quebec. His incredibly productive research career, which includes the astounding total of some 1,500 peer-reviewed publications and books, revolutionized our understanding of an important group of pathogens. Dr. Dubé has won numerous international awards and prizes, culminating in his election in 2010 to the USDA-RS Hall of Fame and to the U.S. National Academy of Sciences. As a premier parasitologist, Dr. Dubé pioneered research on a group of protozoan parasites in the phylum Apicomplexa. Most prominently, Dr. Dubé discovered the life cycle of Toxoplasma gondii, one of the most widespread parasites in the world. His work led to improved detection of this pathogen and improved our ability to control it in livestock and in humans. Until Dr. Dubé's discovery, the process of transmission of the disease was not fully understood. He developed safety guidelines that are used by food safety authorities throughout the world. Much of the critical farm management practices and hygienic measures to control and prevent disease transmission used today are based largely on Dr. Dubé's scientific achievements. In addition, Dr. Dubé's research also has illuminated the biology of two related parasites, Neospora caninum and Sarcocystis neurona, which cause serious problems in veterinary medicine and animal health. Neurosporosis is a global cause of miscarriage in dairy cattle, and Sarcocystis neurona is a cause of serious central nervous system pathology in many mammals, including horses and marine mammals. His work has led to the development of diagnostic tests that have been used to control and reduce the incidence of these infections, benefiting farmers and wildlife around the world. Dr. Dubé's career illustrates the essential role of scientists in government laboratories who conduct basic research and translate discoveries into real-world applications. He has tirelessly worked to discover and understand parasites that cause suffering in human and animals. He has developed better approaches to control these parasites and so improve the lives of countless people. His generosity of spirit and kind encouragement of young colleagues are as legendary as his unparalleled research output. Mr. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Jitender Dubé so that you may confer upon him the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
It's now my great honor to invite Dr. Dubé, McGill's most recent graduate, to address Convocation. Dr. Dubé.
I had a bet with Chancellor that the speech will not be more than 6 minutes. Chancellor Mehan, Principal and Vice Chancellor Fortier, Mr. Panda, Chair of the Board of Governors, proud parents and guests, and most of all, members of the graduating class of 2018. I am humbled to receive this recognition. Humbled because you don't know where from I have come, which is from nothing. I have been asked to say a few words of wisdom. Well, wisdom I don't know, but I can tell you what worked for me. First, about you, the graduating class. You can change the world. You are empowered. The knowledge on your fingertips. You have a smartphone, you have $10 in your pocket. That is $2 more than what I had when I came to the United States in 1968. Information is on your tips, and you have to use it wisely, especially the social media. You have a head start. You are graduating from one of the finest institutions. And a country with secular traditions and unlimited natural resources. There is no limit to your ambition. If this country or this planet is not big enough for your ambition, Mars is waiting for you. You may not realize that you don't have a control over where you are born. So you're fortunate to be living or born in a free country with so many resources. As for myself, the good part of three, and I emphasize the good part of 3 F words that will help me to get here. And those are the faith in yourself or God, family, and friends. As for myself, I consider it totally act of God that I'm standing before you. I was born in a family of priests in India, in a very remote village, where life is subhuman, was and is still is. My parents wanted for me to become a priest, but God has something else planned for me. I never had money or resources to buy tuition or buy books. And this extraordinary memory I have is just because I had to study from borrowed books. I didn't even go to school till I was 9 years old. You think about missing a class. I missed whole years. I had no shoes till that time. And you don't know what it's like to be working on hot days in India when even tar melts on the road and people keep working. I became a veterinarian, and I won a national competition in India in 1964. One veterinarian is selected to go to win a Conferral scholarship to go to England, and that was me. There are more than 40 veterinary schools in India, so imagine about the competition and the success rate. My marriage to a pretty lady sitting in the audience is also not because of my looks, it's because of a scholastic attitude. I was going to England, and the scholarship paid for everything, including the family. And and that facilitated the marriage, hastily arranged 4 days before my leaving, so that her parents thought that she could also travel with me. Moving on to the second F word, the family. I couldn't have done this without the help of my family. My wife teaches me what is like unconditional love, and her critic has made me a better person. My 2 boys sitting in the audience helped me in many ways more than I realized. I wrote these famous books in 1980s. The books had thousands of references. These boys labored and pasted each card so that the references could be alphabetized. You can do it in a day. What a difference it makes. When I was in prime of my life in scientific career, we only had 1 dining table. So they had to hurry up and clean the table so I could put my microscope and write on it. And many friends have helped me over the years for me to get here. Hard work alone isn't enough for success. You need opportunity, and you need to avail the opportunity. And you need the blessings of the family and your friends. I hope my parents are in heaven and feeling good that their son is preaching here today, not holy scriptures, but a message to improve the humanity. And I'm glad for the opportunity I had to speak to you. You have the power to change the world for better. If I can do this, you can do better, because you have better tools, you have better surroundings, you are living in a great country, and thank you very much. Did I burn the bet? Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Dubey. Thank you for an inspiring message delivered with such humility and good humor. And I can tell you that throughout Convocation, I've only seen one other standing ovation for a Convocation speaker.
Thank you.
So congratulations. Obviously, your message was well received. We'll now proceed with the conferral of academic degrees. Professor Christopher Manfredi, Provost and Vice Principal, Academic, will begin the formal proceedings. Professor Manfredi.
Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. I am pleased to invite the students graduating from the Faculty of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences at McDonald campus for the conferral of degrees. This is a truly momentous event in the cycle of a university's life, particularly at McGill, where we have such talented and accomplished students. Each student crossing the stage this afternoon will be greeted by the Chancellor, the Principal, or the Chair of the Board of Governors. Students receiving their first degree shall remove their mortarboard or hat. At center stage, they will be symbolically capped, signaling ceremonially the conferral of the degree. Students who have already earned a university degree keep their mortarboard on and will be congratulated by a tap on the shoulder. The parchment or degree itself is given to students after they have a photo taken and leave the stage. You may see some students wearing red or white scarves. All self-identifying Indigenous students, First Nations, Inuit, and Métis are entitled to wear graduation scarves at Convocation, in the community, and at any and all future McGill events that they attend. The red scarf is for those receiving a degree, and white for those getting a diploma or certificate. The feather has 2 meanings: respect for the person and the mark of an amazing or special event. The Confederacy belt signifies attachment to and respect for the land on which we live, and the turtle symbolizes the inclusiveness of all nations and respect for diversity. It is fitting that we recognize our Indigenous graduates in this way, and it is fitting that we acknowledge that McGill University is on land which long served as a site of meeting and exchange amongst Indigenous peoples. We acknowledge and thank the diverse Indigenous people whose presence has enriched this territory on which peoples of the world now gather. En vertu des pouvoirs qui me sont conférés par le Sénat de McGill, je déclare que les candidats dont le nom figure sur la liste officielle des diplômés de l'université, qu'ils soient présents ou absents, ont satisfait aux exigences de leur grade, diplôme ou certificat respectif. By virtue of the powers conferred upon me by McGill's Senate, I declare that the candidates whose names appear on the university's official list of graduates, whether they be present or absent, have satisfied the requirements for their respective degrees, diplomas, or certificates. By tradition at McGill, we begin with students receiving graduate degrees, followed by students obtaining undergraduate degrees. I now invite Professor Ian Strawn, followed by Professor Jim Files, to introduce the graduates, and Dr. Anya Geitman, Dean of the Faculty of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences, to congratulate all graduating students. Congratulations to the class of 2018. Félicitations.
For the degree Doctor of Philosophy and Microbiology, Nomini Mendez. Isabelle Raymond Bouchard. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy and Renewable Resources, Renee Waugh. Catherine Yagi. For the degree Master of Science in Agricultural Economics, Louis Robert Beaulieu-Gay. Sonali Jain. Log jam. There's a bit of a log jam down there. Okay. For the degree Master of Science in Animal Science, Alireza Lotfi Aberde. Naomi Shalit. For the degree Master of Science in Parasitology, Kyle Simpson. For the degree Master of Science in Plant Science, Virginie Gregoire. Alexandre Martel. For the degree Master of Science in Renewable Resources, Emily-Anne Boulanger. Jonathan Delille. Roxanne Jaffray. For the degree Master of Science Applied in Biotechnology, Bruno Federico Aguilar Caligari. Marco Michel Campoli. Yazaman Izazi. Rufaida Hassan Khan. Niharika Juliette. Raunak Jahan. Wasif Kamal. Kiana Kaze. Ankur Ranjit Krishnan. Revti Suresh Lohi. Rohan Shashank Mahimkar. Meghna Batur. Aditi Mittal. Zara Sahaf. Ishani Shah. Ashian Singh. Simin Wong. Aniko Victoria Yates. Sonali Uttam. Andy Zhang. I'll invite Professor Files to come up for the undergrads. Already. There we go.
For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Agricultural and Environmental Science in Agricultural Economics, Valérie Giroir. Geneviève Guinois-Côté. Yuning Wang. Yves Kambale. Mykola Morozov. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Agricultural and Environmental Sciences in Agro-Environmental Sciences, Carl Beauchemin Pratt. Josiane Bélanger-No. Olivia Bellil. Doriane Bissillon-Bayen. Olivia Park Cronin. Philippe Jetin Viant. Joël Lefebvre-Willette. Antoine Lemieux Tremblay. Césarée Mourier. William Overbeek, Cutler Shield, First Class Honors, Agro-Environmental Science, Dean's Honor List. Véronique Perron. Jessica St. Pierre. Chloe Marie Trepanier. Anne Rose Uland. Elaine Wuboltz. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Agricultural and Environmental Sciences in Environment, Hannah Moore Burman. Maud Durand, Distinction, First Class Honors in Environment. Emma Formankova. Maya Anna Hassa, Honors in Environment. Nicole Lasser, First Class Honors in Environment, Dean's Honor List. Bradley Alexander Minielli. Mireille Haruna Mori Levesque. Lisa Catherine Pierce, distinction. Emily Windsor. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Agricultural and Environmental Sciences in Environmental Biology, Olivia Honor Bradbury. Erin May Brown, First Class Honors in Environmental Biology. Lyle Buttermore, First Class Honors in Environmental Biology. Sarah Chartier, Ping Quan Lao Convocation Prize, Dean's Honor List. Dylan Eric Davies, distinction. Yasmin Oulier. Joshua Jarry, First Class Honors in Environmental Biology. Duc Lay, distinction, First Class Honors in Environmental Biology. Sébastien Levesque. Sherilyn Crystal Yu. Jeremy Miranda. Josephine Purdy. Georgia Raymond Svidris. Natalie Vieira Lomansny. Corinne Elizabeth Wahid. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Agricultural and Environmental Sciences in Global Food Security, Sydney Bell El Tayar. Michelle Fairstein. Angelica Claire Gibson. Valentine Geraldine Lucy Granet, distinction, First Class Honors in Global Food Security. Anna Cecilia Portillo Martinez. Valerie Champagne. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Agricultural and Environmental Sciences in Life Sciences, Biology and Agriculture, Noah Brasseau, Honors in Life Sciences, Biology and Agriculture. Nicole Ann Burkow, Dean's Honor List. Sabrina Marie Evans, Dean's Honor List. Madeleine Sarah Faure. Jessica Garofalo, McGill Alumni Society Convocation Prize, Dean's Honor List. Jacqueline Eve Greenspoon, Dean's Honor List. Make Francesca Joanna Husarek, Honors in Life Sciences, Biology and Agriculture. Chanpreet Jawanda. Adriana Kalaska, First Class Honors in Life Sciences, Dean's Honor List. Karine Demerjian Kachikian, Dean's Honor List. Huiduan Lee. Kristen Lee, distinction, first class honors in life sciences. Jessica Marquis Harab. Lauren Lily McManus. Julia Ashley Messina Pacheco, first class honors in life sciences, Dean's Honor List. Corina Orsini, distinction. Sabrino Riccio. Alexandra Robb. Michelle Romano. Olivia Sarre. Melissa Sommer, Dean's Honor List. Amanda Alexa Smith Stanisopoulos, Dean's Honor List. Ray Sajan Suvarna, Honors Life Sciences, Givern Robertson Convocation Prize in Microbiology. Yi Zhong, distinction, first class honors in life sciences. For the Farm Management and Technology Program, Stephanie Bisseon. Andrew Borson. Veronique Laurence Brisson, Lieutenant Governor's Youth Medal. Ketsia Marie Croteau. Thomas Dano. Olivia Howard. Nadia Kosh. Thomas McDougall, Governor General's Collegiate Bronze Medal, Lieutenant Governor's Youth Medal, Médaille d'Or du Ministère de l'Agriculture, des Pêcheries et Alimentation du Québec, Dean's Honor List. Martha Taylor McKinnon. Michaela Elizabeth Mann. Rachel Marie Patenaude. Thierry Philpot. Jacob Kenneth Rothney. Thomas Stephen Rothney. Matthew William Swendon. Matthew Peter Veneman. Craig Waddell.
Thank you, Professor Files and Professor Strachan, for reading everybody's name so well. J'invite maintenant Madame Césarée Moirier à prononcer le discours d'adieu au nom de l'ensemble des diplômés de cette année. Madame Moirier.
Mr. Chancellor, members of the Platform Party, fellow graduates, and guests, good afternoon. I'm so honored to address you on behalf of this year's brilliant graduating students. We may be a very diverse group coming from all over the world, and with names, so challenging to pronounce. But we McDonald Campus Class of 2018 also share several strengths. These strengths include dedication, perseverance, and hard work. One of many impressive examples of that would be Eliane, Joséanne, Jessica, Thierry, Philippe, Matthew, and their team showing us how to chop wood half a dozen different ways in record times. And another one would be all of you guys who patiently waited for that shuttle bus, braving all those winter storms, or as I call them now, mid-latitude cyclones. Among us, we also have outstanding examples of leadership, entrepreneurship, and vision. I mean, it is not everywhere that one would see organic waste and think, I bet I could grow some delicious mushroom out of this and go on to create a successful business. We also share a passion to learn, discuss, and debate that goes well beyond the classroom. The depths in which Mac students can go discussing hummus are not to be underestimated. And I'm referring to both the complex portion of decayed organic matter and the chickpea spread. Ultimately, this exchange of ideas we had at MAC truly played a big part in shaping the individuals we are today. The choices we make and decisions we take are influenced by this remarkable community. And McDonald Campus is a place where everyone can succeed. It doesn't matter whether you're someone who drinks their milk 2%, organic, raw, or even soy-based. It doesn't matter as long as you're able to line dance to Good Times by Alan Jackson. Give me a whoop whoop. I cannot wait to hear all about you guys' achievements in 10, 20, and 30 years from now and be able to say everything you did on all those Keeley nights. Amazing profs, TAs, librarians, staff members, tutors, and mentors, I thank you very much for always inspiring us to achieve beyond our best while staying zen and staying cool. Un gros merci aussi à nos familles, à nos amis pour tout le support puis les encouragements qui ont été si nécessaires à notre réussite. Finally, class of 2018, always remember, soil is not dirt. Congratulations et bon succès.
Bravo, well done. And now will the graduating class please stand? Je demande à tous les diplômés de se lever once again. In my capacity as Chancellor of McGill University, I declare and confirm that each of you is now entitled to the distinction of the degree, diploma, or certificate that has been conferred upon you, with all the honors, rights, privileges, and responsibilities that are pertinent thereto. À titre de chancelier de l'Université McGill, je déclare et confirme que chacun de vous a maintenant le droit à la distinction de grade, diplôme ou certificat qui vous a été conféré, avec tous les honneurs, droits, privilèges et responsabilités qui y sont rattachés. Congratulations, félicitations. The Secretary General, Ms. Dita Rogovska, will now make a few closing remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Dear graduates, in closing, I'd like to leave you with a few words from the Canadian scientist and environmentalist David Suzuki, who says the following: "Change is never easy, and it may create discord, but when people come together for the good of humanity and the earth, we can accomplish great things." So as you leave McGill to pursue your chosen paths, may you share and apply the knowledge that has been entrusted to you to create positive change for you and for future generations. Bonne chance, félicitations.
To conclude the ceremony, please stand and join Dr. Tracy Smith-Bessette in the singing of our national anthem.
Thank you.